Oh. um, what's going on, man? What's going on, my people? What's good, man? It's your boy Truth. A-Side Boxing. Let me make sure we all right. You know what I'm saying? As we decide to, politic on this Friday evening. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure my audio and visuals is correct. The moon though, you feel me? Um, let me see. All right, audio. All right, listen, man, I don't know. Listen, y'all say I'm good. I'm good. Then y'all say I'm good. I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Just want to make sure. Yo. All right, hey, listen, man. We good, man. We good on my end. We good on truth end, man. What's going on with y'all, man? My boy B was good. My boy B said, yo, I hit you earlier, B. You know what I'm saying? I sent you the picture of them tickets for the fight tomorrow. So I don't know if you got your joint yet or not. You know what I mean? So just let me know. Shoot me a text back, my boy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, we rocking out, man. Tremel was good. Was goody, man. A-Side was good, my boy. Was good, my boy. How you feeling, man? You know what I mean? Y'all know what it is. It's another evening, man. And you know what I mean? I've been all out all day, but hey, listen, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing for some boxing, man, for sure. So again, welcome to A-Side Boxing Talk, episode 36. I think this my who is a fire number 36? Uh Brian Dawkins. All right, not Brian Dawkins. No. Brian Westbrook. Brian Westbrook. That's the number 36 popping up in my head. I'm a Giants fan. I remember back in the day, that boy Brian Westbrook he used to fuck us up sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know football. Y'all remember Brian Westbrook from the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's episode 36. This my Brian Westbrook episode, and we rocking out. My man Chance was good, man. Was good, man. Change is upon us, man. Changes, you know what I mean? Changes on the way. My man B said Westbrook was a dog. That's a fact. So my man Lean in the building. Lean was good, my boy. How you feeling, man? Um, but yeah, man, again, A-Side Boxing Talk, episode 36. Y'all rocking with me because
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about
I
boxing.
know y'all probably ain't hear that too well, but that's Roger Mayweather letting y'all know that most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing, man. I see one of my favorite joints, man. Again, I keep saying this, and one day I might have to have my son make it, man. I need a nasty work button, man. I need a nasty work button. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all see the thumbnail. We're gonna talk about some of the fights this weekend. Um, we got. Let me see. I want to make sure I represent this right. We got let me see. We got Jordan White. You know what I mean? They call him Short Dog, but we got Jordan White making a return here locally in the DMV area. Let me see. Let me go ahead bounce this up on the screen real quick. Y'all give me a second, man. We got setting. Present share screen. Yeah. Okay. So y'all can see here, we got my boy Short Dog. You know what I'm saying? So Short Dog Jordan White. He's 11. Excuse me. He 15 and 1, 11 knockouts. If y'all remember Short Dog, or that one. First of all, let me start early. That one loss came from a fight all the way down here in his one, two, three, four, fifth fight in his career. He fought a guy that was 6-0 at the time. That guy was Adam Blue Nose Lopez. And that was on the PBC card. You know what I'm saying? I believe he got injured like early on in the fight, and I'm still not making no excuses. Dude was 6-0. I think it was like a 4 or 6 rounder or some shit like that. But again, I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? You lost once early in your career. You and Adam Lopez was both prospects at the same time. Shit happens. It's boxing. But if y'all remember, not too long ago here on that Showbox card, Short Dog, he knocked out Erison Garcia, fighter out of Dominican Republic. One of my brother, Broadway Joel, one of his good guys, man. Still, good dude, whatever. But You know, Jordan White got him up out of there first round, nasty KO. And it's crazy because we always be talking this like knockout of the year shit, but that was a smooth check hook that he caught him with, and I'm talking about flattened boy. So if you haven't seen that, go to your YouTube, type in Jordan White, and check out his last fight. He fighting again a guy that's 13-5-3, Jose Eduardo Garcia, a guy we never heard of, but again, I say this shit all the time. You notice he fought in August, and now he's coming back in November. You know what I mean? What, 3 months? You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that. For fighters that I like, not even fighters just that I like, if you're going to fight, right, as a fighter, if this is your livelihood, even if we can't see you in the ring with the best competition, you know what I'm saying? Even if you aren't able to give your fans the best competition, right? Okay, I understand that. I understand the sport. I understand there's a lot of things that come with the sport of boxing. But if you're not going to give me quality, give me activity. And as long as a fighter is willing to give activity or quality, I'm good with either one. I'm good with either one. I don't got a problem. I don't got a problem with that. I'm good with either one. So shout out to Short Dog, Jordan White. I'll be in the building for that fight. It's a couple of DC I would say Maryland local guys that's on the card as well. Let's hit the event. You got Dwayne Holmes Jr. This fighter is being managed and coached by Andrew Council. So he's an Andrew Council fighter who obviously we know that's also the coach of Trayvon Marshall, who just took a loss here on a PBC car here in Maryland. He also works with Demetrius Andre, as far as with management in some kind of facet. I'm not sure. So again, I don't want to speak on people's business I'm not sure about. Got other couple guys, Dedrick Davis, another Maryland, DC native, man. He's one to be looking out for. Stephon Hobbs, another guy that's I believe he's fighting at light heavy. This is his second career fight. Another guy, I met him at the show at the MGM. I met him at the fight at the MGM arena. Another guy that's being trained by Andrew Council. So I mean, yeah, Andrew Council, and stay on topic. Jordan White is not managed or trained by Andrew Council. So let me put that out there. But hey, Drew got a little stable that he working with himself over there. So beyond Trayvon Marshall, Dave Whitmire. It's a couple guys. Like I said, you got Dwayne Holmes and you got Stephon Hobbs. So I think he working with some guys over there. Now, hopefully, I want to see what Council could do if Council maybe get like a vet. Now, I know he had Jarrett Hurd for a fight, but again, it's just kind of hard. Jarrett Hurd had a particular style, and Jarrett Hurd's his style, I think, is kind of what brought him to superstardom. And it's kind of hard. I don't want to say fixing certain guys, but certain guys with certain fighting styles, it's just kind of hard to do different shit for them. It's one thing that's working. If you respectfully, I fuck with Jarrett Hurd, but if you a weight bully at 54 and you like to fight, and that's what you do, that's what brought you to 20 plus fights, being a unified champion, making $1 million purses and shit like that. If that's what got you there, it's going to be hard to take that your superpower was being Jarrett Hurd is my height, 6'1", 6'2", and dropping down to 54. I'm 240 plus, bro. You know what I mean? But again, if your superpower was making, squeezing yourself down to 154 and having a height and reach and gas tank stamina advantage over them guys, now you at 60, a bigger weight, guys is punching like you, guys may not be as small as you. Without that activity, again, it gets rough, right? So, we seen him stop by Armando Resendez, and then we seen Resendez turn around and get stopped by Elijah Garcia. So, yeah, man, it's just that's the game, that's the fight game. But like I said, I would love to see Andrew Council with another I don't want to say star, but another veteran boxer, and see what he could do for their career, man. I think he's a great coach. Okay, let me see. Let's back up out of here. Okay, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. The fight that I'm most interested in, and I'll bring his face up. The fight that I'm most interested in is Joe Cordina and Edwards, man. Let me see. I don't even know bro first name, but we about to get right into it. That just because I don't know his first name don't mean I ain't seen him fight. So we got Joe Cordina here versus Edward Vasquez. Excuse me, talking about Edwards. So, listen, man, I'm gonna keep it. Man, my man Lean said we got a Makabu masterclass incoming. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Makabu, Don King, nasty work. Hey, fucking with Don King, Makabu would be a 20-time world champion. Fucking with Don King for sure, because he's gonna get him in them. He's gonna get him in them positions. You know what I'm saying? But man, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, right? So you got you. I got on the screen right now this guy Joe Cordina. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Joe Cordina, a real big fan of Joe Cordina. I'm actually happy that Oshaki Foster beat Rocky Hernandez because I think besides let me see, besides Navarrete, right? Because when you look at somebody like Navarrete, I think part of the allure of Navarrete is that you don't know which fighter you're gonna get. You don't know if you're gonna get this hard punching motherfucker that's fighting Oscar Valdez, or you're gonna get this out of shape looking motherfucker that is out of shape guy that fought what's the dude Liam Wilson and got dropped and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Or the guy that was losing to Eduardo Baez for like the first 6 rounds and then caught him with a body shot, or the guy that, you know, respectfully beat the shit out of Pitufo Diaz, you know what I mean, Christopher Diaz on the top rank card. You never really know which Navarrete you're gonna get, but I think that this is the fight. This is the unification fight that fans don't know they want to see yet, and that's Joe Cordina versus Oshaki Foster. I think that that's the unification fight that we should see, provided that, you know, Joe Cordina gets past Edward Vasquez, right? My man Tremel said, did Cordina miss weight today? Nah, I don't think so. Actually, I'm looking at it, and Joe Cordina came in a pound over. Now, that's probably what you looked at. You probably read real quick and you saw that Joe Cordina came in a pound over what the dude Vasquez was. But Joe Cordina was like 129. Let me see something. Hey, they got pictures and all that. So Joe Cordina came in at 129 and Vasquez came in at 128. So they both did make the limit for 130 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm a little worried. Not worried, but I'm a little about this guy Vasquez. Why? Because shout out to my guy Broadway Joel, voice of the Dominican boxing in the building. Was good, my boy. Now, like I said, man, it's easy to become a prisoner of the moment, and which I did myself, man. Looking at Oshaki Foster and the performance that he put on last week, it make you want to say that he the best 130 pounder. But like my man Lean said, how much do we really believe in Rocky Hernandez, right? I think the flowers in the win for Oshaki against Hernandez came more in the situation that he was in, vice the actual opponent that he was fighting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, B, just like Broadway Joel said, I do have my man B said how I'm ranking these 130 guys. I do have Joe Cordina number 1. I got now that's a rough one, right? Do you go with Hector Garcia or do you go with Navarrete or do you go with Oshaki? Again, I think them other 3 guys is interchangeable. And I think even possibly Joe Cordina could be interchangeable. Like I said, Emmanuel Navarrete is a wild card, bro. Just honestly, he's a wild card. Oshaki, a solid fighter. He hasn't lost since like 2012 or some shit like that. Joe Cordina, 2-time IBF champion. Lost the title because he had a crazy looking hand injury. You know what I mean? Came back, fought the fight of his life against Rakhimov. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's what it is, man. He said, my man said wrong. My man Lean said wrong. Nav clears. You think Navarrete the best, Lean? That's what you telling me? I don't know. My man Gritty, shout out to my boy Detroit Gritty in the building. Gritty was here. My brother, what's good, my boy? How you feeling, man? Yeah. But nah, man, like looking at the whole 130, like 130, I think quietly is becoming a real tough division, man. Like it's certain fighters that we wish we could see more, but you know, we'll get to see him. My man Brian said Hector number 2. Okay, so you telling me right now, B, you think? Now I'm just asking a question. You think Hector Luis Garcia? You think he beat Navarrete right now, and you think he beat Oshaki right now? I don't know. I will say this, right? We seen Hector Luis Garcia more than 3 times. More, right? We saw him against who's the Isaac Avalar. I believe I seen that fight on TV. After the Avalar fight, I seen him fight Chris Colbert. After the Colbert fight, I seen him fight Roger Gutierrez. Cool. After the Gutierrez fight, I seen him fight Tank. Right. One thing I would say about Hector Luis Garcia, he got some things in his fight game that it just need to be cleaned up a little bit, man. He fight with that lead hand a little bit low. I think he fought a guy in Chris Colbert that was just undisciplined. Now, granted, that was a huge fucking upset. I'm not taking nothing away from Hector Luis Garcia, but what I'm saying is maybe Chris Colbert ain't as good, right? Maybe we didn't know that Hector Garcia was that good and Chris Colbert just wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's that. We seen him in the Roger Gutierrez fight. I never thought Roger Gutierrez was a world beater. But he definitely handled him. I think he won every round. I think he won like the first 10 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. I think I gave Hector Luis Garcia the first like 8-9 rounds. No bullshit in that fight. And then he fought Tank. You know what I'm saying? He became a champion. He fought Tank. He was putting on. He put up a good performance against Tank. You know what? He put up a good effort against Tank. But even things in the Tank, in a Tank fight that I didn't like you just got to the point where you was hooking with a hooker. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, that was a super fucking interesting fight. Like, that was a good fight. Like, if you look at Tank Davis fights, for as long as they last, I think it's going to be rough to find a fight through 7-8 rounds that's probably as good as that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a real good fight. And people don't give Hector Luis Garcia his credit for that Tank fight, but that was a hell of a fight, man. He fought a hell of a fight, but again, he showed some flaws in his game that I think that Lamont Roach is too disciplined of a fighter to fall for. So if he coming out and he expecting to just counterpunch and he expecting to take advantage off of the mistakes that Lamont Roach make, he's gonna lose, bro. He's gonna lose. So I like Hector. I'm fucking with Hector. Don't get me wrong, but that's Strong saying number 2. And again, these are opinions, but that's Strong saying number 2. You know what I'm saying? Broadway said Navarrete is nice, but I want to see a little more. That Australian dude almost knocked him out. Yeah, Liam Wilson, he did almost knock him out. We said right now, but no, after what? After he do what? Take the what and left the what? B.
Goddamn.
Come on, B. He want to do what? Rob who? Take what? Hello. Not happening, bro. That is not happening, bro. Not happening, bro.
This is a sick Negro.
Not happening. That's crazy work, B. Well, my man Lane said that Valdez went better than anything these other dudes have done. Yeah, you're right. But look, Lane, I'm gonna keep it 100. You know I'm fucking with Shakur, right? Every time I hear talk about Oscar Valdez in that fight, they always say that we knew who Oscar Valdez was, right? We knew such and such was going to happen. So, I mean, is a Shakur win? I mean, is a Valdez win really worth that much? You know what I'm saying? Is a Valdez win really worth that much? Like, I'm just asking the question because when they talk about Shakur Stevenson fighting Valdez, that win really don't validate him. You know what I'm saying? They just looked at it as a meh win. So if it's a meh win for Shakur, is it also a meh win for Navarrete? Let's talk about it. I don't know. We got to see. You know what I mean? My man Lean said people saw Wilson have succession with that left hook and gave no chance to Nav against Valdez. Hey, like I said, but that's understandable. Let me see. He said, but he put the beats by Dre Hunk Corbett like it wasn't. It wasn't close, not at all. Broadway. Heck, the last 2 fights at 130 were against Colbert, who was ranked number 5 by Ring Magazine, and Gutierrez ranked number 3 by Ring Magazine. Broadway. Colbert was, you know what? You know what? This where I'm gonna throw my hands up, right? Right. All credit to Hector Garcia. Why? Because the hype train was behind Colbert, right? And Broadway. And this for and now let me stop and address my brother Broadway real quick, right? Because this is the exact work while me and you go back and forth about Rayo and De Los Santos, right? Because again, when you wrong, you wrong. I gotta admit I was wrong. Remember, I picked Rayo to knock out De Los Santos. Boy, was I wrong. The hype train and the smoke was behind Rayo, but he had not been up against an opponent to really validate what had been being said about him, right? I think that's a fair assessment. So when he got up against an opponent in Edwin De Los Santos, he got his boot smoked. The same thing with Chris Colbert, right? He had never, the hype train was behind Chris Colbert. The smoke was behind him. It was all of it. He was a regular champ. He wasn't even supposed to be fighting Hector. He was supposed to be fighting Roger Gutierrez, the champion. And I still to this day think had he would have fought Roger Gutierrez, he would have beat him. I believe that. I believe that Chris Colbert would have beat Roger Gutierrez, but he didn't fight him. He fought Hector. But the fact of the matter is, Broadway, the smoke and mirrors was behind Chris Colbert, but he had never had the fight to show us that he was really him. And he got in there on late notice, right? With a guy like Hector Luis Garcia, a grown-ass fucking man, right? And he got beat up. He went in there. He thought he was B-Hop, you know what I'm saying? And he got beat up. You know what I'm saying? So again, great win, great, if you bet on him with those odds, you the man. You hit if you bet on him with them odds. But I don't want to overvalue that win because we still don't know who Chris Colbert is. You get what I'm saying? Like, we still don't know who Colbert is. Like, so again, I fuck with it. B said definitely Tank's best competition. You think so? You think that was Tank's best fight? Y'all think that Hector Luis Garcia was Tank's hardest fight? Damn, bro. No. Mario Barrios, man. And he stopped Barrios later, but Barrios was frustrating Tank early on in that fight. I'm not gonna do that. He would bar it had I say Barrios, then I say Hector Luis Garcia. For sure. But I'm not gonna lie, like when I had that fight damn near even before Hector quit. No cap. Lean said Roach too pillow fisted. He losing. What? Bruh, since when you gotta punch hard to beat somebody? I think that I don't want to say tailor made because that's too much. I think that's dragging it, saying tailor made. But to say Roach is too pillow fisted, I don't know, man. I don't know. I seen Roach. I seen him crack a lot of motherfuckers. I seen him hurt a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And Hector Luis Garcia ain't just in the ring. He not like, who is he knocking out? He knocked out Isaac Avalar, but it's not like Hector. I don't think Hector Luis Garcia is just knocking niggas out for you to be like Lamont Roach is too pillow fisted. That's crazy work. He's gonna hold up. Not bad. I'm about to hold on. I'm about to spin this shit. Give me 1 second. My bad. I'm a sick Negro, right? Nah, but yo, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, Hector Luis Garcia about to lose, bro. He's not beating Lamont Roach. That's dead. That shit is over with. He's not gonna beat him. No fucking way he's beating Lamont. And matter of fact, man, listen, y'all know the vibe. It's been a minute, man. I ain't hollered at my guys in a minute. I know I had Broadway on the last time. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna send the link out. We're gonna drop the low, drop the link. Y'all know the vibe. Y'all want to pull up on your boy? Go ahead, man. Let's talk about it. But I'm gonna be 100 with you, bro. Like, Hector Luis Garcia is not beating Lamont Roach, man. That's over with. That's out of there. That's out of there, man. That's my lock pick. That's my lock pick. You know what I'm saying? The only way he the only way is because this lack of activity that they, you know what I mean? I think they try and freeze my son out, man. I think they try and freeze my man Lamont out, but we gonna figure it out, man. We definitely gonna sit. Let me see. And he said, and by the way, he dominated both Cobra and Gutierrez. Them was good wins, bro. Them is good wins, but is it better than nah, not number two. Not number two. You know what? I don't think that Cobra or Gutierrez is better than a Ray Vargas win. I don't think so. I don't think so. My man B said, "AD, this might be my you don't know shit about Roach win." Hey man, it's all good though. Listen, again, I'm not sitting here and saying that like he gonna wipe his nose and shit like that. I know that Hector could fight. I'm not sleeping on him, bro. But I think Lamont is I think Lamont is a world-class operator, bro. I think I fuck with his, like, again, so maybe it's a little bias and not because of a relationship or no shit like that, but like Lamont is my prototypical style of fighter for me. Like if I was building a fighter in a lab, it would be a lot of the characteristics that Lamont Roach has, just with a little more power. If Lamont Roach was really cracking, what? Bro, this he could fight, bro. He could fight his fucking ass off. No question. I mean, again, I think it's gonna be a tough fight. They kicking off the Android card and shit like that. They kicking off the Boo Boo and Benavidez joint. That's man. But listen, man, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop playing on my man, yo. Let me see. He said Ray might be better than both wins, but we saw what Gutierrez did to Rocky. But Gutierrez still got like 4 fucking L's, Lee. And remember, like you said, who the fuck was Rocky? Remember, you told me that the other day. You said, I mean, when I was going on about Oshaki beating him, you said, yo, what you really thought about Rocky Hernandez, though? You right, though. I mean, the victory was more so about the 16x16 ring, fighting in Mexico, being down on all the scorecards, fucking still doing what he had to do, and getting the 12th round stoppage. That's where it go at. Man. Hey, you know it's time to argue. Hold up. Let me drop this comment so my brother can come up here. De Lo Mio, what's good, my boy?
Yo, what's going on, man? I gotta watch. I can't even be on for too long, but I gotta wash your listeners' ears, man, with this nonsense. Listen, man, you want to rank Cordina number 1? I'll be honest with you, I got him ranked number 1, so you ain't gonna get no argument from me.
Mm-hmm.
But Navarrete has 2 fights on 130.
Mm-hmm.
Hector has 3 fights.
Yeah.
One was against Isaac Avalar, which was his first fight, I believe, in America, first fight on TV.
Mm-hmm.
He got dropped in the first round and then proceeded to win. He won every single second of that fight, including the round he got knocked down in.
Yeah.
But, whatever, he got knocked down, so you got to give that 10-8.
For
so
sure.
he won the whole fight clearly. Then he completely dominates on short notice the number 5 ranked 130. Now, whether we want to agree with that Colbert should have been ranked number 5, that's what Ring Magazine had him ranked. And say whatever you want about Ring Magazine, their divisional rankings, I won't go by their pound for pound.
Yeah.
Their divisional rankings,
pretty spot on.
Honest, they're pretty reliable. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, every now and then I'm like, oh, that guy shouldn't be there. But for the most part, they're good.
Yeah.
Is that a fair assessment? You can disagree.
It is, though. It is.
Oh, okay. So he proceeded to not only dominate Isaac Avalar, dominate Colbert, then dominate the guy that Colbert was supposed to beat for the belt. And Navarrete, he fucking almost got knocked out. And if that fight was, and there was rumors that the scales were fudged at the weigh-in and stuff like that against Liam Winston, and he still almost got knocked out if it wasn't for, they picking up the mouthpiece and giving him like a 30-second recovery time and all types of funny shit happened in that fight. and then he beat Oscar Valdez, which is a good win. I'm not gonna dismiss it,
Yeah.
but it wasn't as dominant as what Hector did to Colbert or Gutierrez.
You right.
Now go ahead, bro.
So can I and I'm trying to be fair as possible. And you what you're saying is everything you're saying is valid. But back to that Chris Colbert point, the same point I made about Rayo. I had the smoke behind Rayo. So I have to give De Los Santos credit for that win. But hindsight being 2020, right? Even with Colbert, hindsight being 2020, it's the same thing. He had a fucking a hype train and smoke behind him. We had not seen him prove. He got in there with a guy that was fucking better than him, period. You know what I'm saying? And we only seen him one time since then. We seen his ass dropped again. You know what I'm saying? And barely squeak out a fight that half people saying he won and half people saying he lost. So I agree with the rankings at the time for sure. This is a great win from Hector. But in totality, as a boxing fan or as somebody that's an advocate, somebody that watched the sport, I think we could now say that maybe Chris Colbert wasn't as good as he was portrayed to be in that moment. Is that not fair to say?
I mean, listen, we can say that about Andy Ruiz win over Anthony Joshua. We could do that. We could play that game over and over again. Whereas, like, now we see that guy wasn't that good, but we got to live in the moment. In the moment, he was a 40-1 underdog.
Yep.
In the moment, he took that fight on short notice.
Yep.
And in the moment, Chris Colbert was ranked number 5 in the Ring magazine, a legit divisional ranking. So
sure.
Now, if you want to say you think Navarrete beats Hector, now I can't argue with that. Navarrete does hit hard. He does have an awkward style. He's a Mexican warrior. He's one of those tough guys. So if you want to say that, I understand that. But if we're going by rankings and rankings go off merit, I can't fathom seeing Navarrete ahead of him. I can't fathom seeing nobody. In fact, you can even make an argument he has a better resume than Cordina, although that Rakhimov win was pretty good. And that, to me, that's fight of the year so far. I know many disagree, but I'm like, I don't get it. I really don't get how people dismissing. Not people, you dismissing him possibly being number 2.
No, I mean, I didn't dismiss it though. I asked. My question was he over there? I mean, then we got into the resume question, but I mean, I wouldn't mind putting them again. I think this whole list interchangeable because again, like I was saying before about Navarrete, I think it's a wild card, bro. You don't fucking know which Navarrete. Navarrete could fuck around and beat everybody on his list, or everybody on his list could fuck around and beat Navarrete. I truly believe that. I mean, maybe I'm crazy for thinking that, but I think that dude is a wild card, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, listen. Navarrete, anytime I actually like awkward fighters. A lot of people go, oh, his style, this. No, I like awkward fighters because they're a fucking wild card. You never know. And it's hard to prepare for them, which is why, if you look one division below, I'm a fan of Luis Alberto Lopez because of that awkward ass style that he got, that people go, oh, he don't know what the fuck he doing. And I think I think that's a ridiculous statement, to be honest, because I think he does a lot of things that don't look as pretty, don't look as technically savvy, but he's fucking winning and he's effective and he mixes it up head to the body and he throws in punches. He throws his punches in an angle that you probably never even seen in sparring, let alone in the fight.
Sure.
And that's how I feel about Navarrete. And if I'm not mistaken, they used to train together or something. So I can see Navarrete being number 2. It's not a wild take, but I just think my man Hector, not even being biased because I got him number 2. Again, I could easily make an argument that he could be number 1, but I think he's number 2 right now, and that's how Ring Magazine has it's funny. Ring Magazine has Navarrete number 1 and Hector number 2. That's how weird this conversation has gotten.
Let me ask you a question. When we having these, like, because this is just a debate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I want to get into this next point, because now I'm trying to see where you think when you having these. So we talk about Joe Cordina, right? And the win versus Rakhimov, right? Let's say he just simply outboxes Rakhimov, right? Just a regular outboxing and shit like that. And he beat him. Do we still like I think that because they had like a back and forth fight, I think that's why we giving the Rakhimov win more credit. You get what I'm saying? Like because Hector just beat Colbert, just beat Gutierrez, it's like, okay, we're gonna put him in this box. But Cordina fights a tough opponent and Rakhimov, and because he fucking dropped him early, and then these dudes just have a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Do you think we giving Cordina too much credit for the back and forth, or we giving him credit because it was an exciting fight? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll speak for myself. I'll say no, because the fight before that, he had a knockout of the year type knockout. Yeah, he knocked out Ogawa, who was the champion. He was the champion. So, and he got him in a knockout of the year, then followed that up with beating Rakhimov, who's a really good fighter, and having a fight of the year with him. He went through fucking hell to get that one. He earned that shit. Like, I don't want to hear what nobody got to say. This guy comes from wild card. Rakhimov does, so you know he's getting top quality sparring. Elvis told me that guy's a fucking warrior and he's a tough dude. And so I know how good Rakhimov is. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to Hector, but I think Rakhimov is better than both Colbert and Gutierrez. So I'm rating that win over.
But I gotta stop you though, Broadway, because you can't tell me one person that Rakhimov beat.
The last guy he beat was Zelfa Barrett, and he was losing
Zelfa
that
Barrett
fight.
hurt his leg. Remember Zelfa Barrett hurt his leg?
he was losing that fight. He was losing that fight up until he hurt his leg.
But I mean, again, I'm just kind of I'm in my psyche thing, because it's like I think sometimes like when motherfuckers be having tough fights, we give that guy more credit than the guy that kind of like clean sweep a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Fuck it, man. Hector's number one. Fuck all that shit. Hector's number one. Yo, that's it, man. That's it. You know what? You convinced me. If that's what you were trying to do, you convinced me.
That's for you, my man. Funny, but nah, I want to see these fights, man. Shout out to the beautiful Karma Serene. Salute, True. Salute, Karma. How you doing? Good evening, everybody. Yeah,
I'm looking at his resume now. He beat Azinga Fuzili. Excuse me. Damn, what the fuck? And he had a draw with Jojo Diaz, which shouldn't have been a draw. I don't know if you watched that fight.
Yeah, but remember, Jojo was overweight and all that shit. Remember, Jojo came in heavy.
But he still should have won that fight.
Yeah.
He should even get more credit for the guy coming in overweight and still beating him.
Yeah, that was crazy work right there. That for them to call that a draw, that was nasty work and shit like that.
So you see what I'm saying? Like he took Fusili's really should have beat Jojo, and whatever. He went on to just the Zelfa Barrett win is whatever it is. But then against Cordina, who we know to be a good fighter, he put in the fight of his life. And I'm not one of them dudes that if you lose, I'm just dismiss your whole fucking career and shit.
Yeah,
and you a bomb.
I'm with you.
So he lost, and I thought it was a legit loss, but you know, I'm not gonna put it like this. I think more of him after that fight.
Yeah.
I want to see him again. I can't wait for the next Rakhimov fight.
Bro, he's Akhmadov, bro, all over again.
No, he's better than Akhmadov.
What? Bro, what?
The thing is with Akhmadovs can't seem to really hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? There was times where Cordina was hurt to the body and hurt to the head, and his face was all messed up. With Akhmadov, he goes to the body a lot, but he ain't dropped Puello, he ain't dropped Sims, or even hurt them to the body with all the. And Kenneth Sims in my interview told me, he was like, "Yo, the guy wasn't really cracking like that, although his eye was swollen up." He said he really didn't feel his punches.
Yeah, no, he did say that. He told me the same thing when I interviewed him. But I mean, I can see where you going there, man. But I think that dude beat Barrios. I think Akhmadov beat Barrios. I think Akhmadov beat Puello. Now I do think that he lost legit to Kenny Sims, but I mean, again, it's neither here nor there, but
I thought the Pollo fight could have gone either way. I don't think that was a robbery. I'll say that.
no, I didn't say robbery though. No, I don't think
No.
yeah,
I know you didn't.
yeah.
I'm saying my opinion. I don't argue with, like, people expect me to argue when, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying in general. People expect me to argue when people tell me that Aquadorf beat Puello. I just say that's a fair take, but to say it was a robbery is buffoonery.
Yeah.
And I know, and again, I'll repeat, I know you, that's not what you were saying.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, but again, I think 130 solid, man. I think 130 real solid. And then you got to think you got guys like Raymond Ford that's about to fight for that featherweight title, who's already said he just want to win the title. Then he moving up to 130. I think 130 going to get it's going to be action packed down there, man. And I think we're going to be able to get some unifications. Like, I think it all depends on what O'Shaquie Foster does. Hector got to fight this month. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on what's going to happen, with him and Lamont Roach. It's a lot of room for some shit to happen at 130, man. I like that division, man. I'm liking that division right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing from them guys.
One caveat I will say about Hector. When I went to Las Vegas in August and I met up with Hector. Hector was in shape. I don't want to make it seem, because there's been rumors that he's out here looking fat and shit like that. My man was ripped up, skinny, like not skinny, but like in shape. I could tell motherfucker.
Yeah, for sure. In fighting shape.
He was in fighting shape. But that's a big 130, man.
Nah, he is, bro.
That's a big one. I was like, he was standing next to Luis Nunez, and I was just like, yo, bro, there's no way you just one division above this guy. Like, yo, you look way bigger. He's standing next to Barrios, and they looking damn near the same size. I'm like, bro, it might just be that time to move up to 35 and stay over there, man. He's a big guy, man. He really is.
Yeah, and I like this group of guys too. Like, I'm looking at the and I'll throw it up here on the screen. I'm looking at the rankings at 130. But nah, I like these guys, man. Again, like I said, quietly, this is one of them divisions that once you actually start looking at the names, it's like, oh, okay, all right, cool. You got Navarrete, the ring got Navarrete at number one. But you know that. You know them guys over at the ring. You know why Navarrete number one. But
wait, that Golden Boy owns them. Golden Boy, not Top, right?
Yeah, I mean, so at the same time, Golden Boy and Cordina is fucking a Eddie Hearn guy, and they've fight and Golden Boy's on a month-to-month lease with fucking zone, like a rental property. So of course this guy's not gonna be number one over here.
So they're doing it to fuck with Eddie. I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but either way, I think the top three is valid. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, they got Cordina number 4.
They got my boy Cordina number 3. You know what I'm saying? And they got Valdez number 4. They got a champion behind him, in front of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But honestly, this division would have a fire ass tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
If we could get Hector, Navarrete, O'Shaquie, Cordina, Rakhimov, and I'll throw this wild card in just because we talking to hardcore fans on this channel. It's hardcore shit. So when I bring up fucking names, and just because y'all haven't heard of them, don't mean he ain't good. Otar Aronosian.
Yeah,
he was the guy. Huh?
Go ahead. Nah, about to go ahead. I seen him fight before. Go ahead though.
Yeah, he's the guy who beat Starlin Castillo. He's the guy who took Starlin Castillo's This guy is all fucking action. A fight with him and Rakhimov, bro, that would be a war. So like I would love to see like a little Super 6 series in this division. It's kind of like not a lot of big names. The biggest names, it's probably Valdez, but I don't want Valdez in the tournament. But other than that, it's probably Navarrete. So or Hector, who just fought Tank. But yeah, I feel like this is a good division to have a nice little tournament and seeing who comes out on top. That shit would be fucking dope. I know I know it's not gonna happen, but it just I would like that. I would like that.
You know what's crazy, bro, is because like Oscar Valdez is stuck, bro. He's too small to go to 135. Way too small to be a 35-pounder. But he's too big to make featherweight, bro. He gotta stay at 130, bro. He gotta stay. Huh?
Who you talking about?
Oscar Valdez.
Oh yeah.
Like he
You don't
got
think
like
he can make 126?
nah, not no more.
I
Nah,
mean, there's some bro. They have this good ass tea that makes you lose weight. I'm a DM them the recipe.
hey, yeah. Let him get that. Let him get that.
Nah.
And then
I'm just fucking around.
and Otar, he just stopped fucking. What's my man? He just stopped Roger Gutierrez, bro.
Yeah,
On
I know. And
yeah.
he's ranked like, if I'm not mistaken, he's next in line for the WBA after this fight.
Behind Lamont Roach, he ranked over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So he that's a name again. Hardcore. If you were casual, you might be annoyed me bringing random fucking names up. But if you're hardcore, this is a name you may want to keep your eye out, because in, let's say, the next year, he may be in title contention, maybe fighting on TV and shit like that.
Nah,
Where you guys would be a lot more familiar with him. He's an entertaining fighter. Forget
he fight.
Where the fuck he's from. This guy comes to fight.
Let me see. Rakhimov versus Sugar Nunez. IBF eliminated, should be up next. 5 fight, another banger. Okay, I'm gonna look out, my man. Masha 209. I'm gonna look out for that.
Who's Sugar Nunez?
That's what I'm about to say. I'm about to go back to these rankings because I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Yeah, I don't know who's that.
Nunez, he said for the IBF.
Is
Eduardo
that the dude from
Nunez?
Panama? Is that the dude?
No,
from
he's from
Panama?
Mexico.
Oh, I don't know him. What's his name?
Eduardo Nunez.
Wait, that name sounds familiar. Let me see. I'm gonna go to his box rec.
Yeah. You know, my box rec timed out, man. On this joint, when you on your desktop, you get about 3 box rec looks, and then that shit start telling you, please log in.
Yeah, why don't you log in, bro?
Because I ain't got no. You know what, man?
Yeah, make it a count, bro. It's free.
You're right. I should.
Yeah, I don't know this dude, but damn, he's 24-1 with 24 knockouts. So this guy's a serious puncher.
Yeah, he definitely punching. He cracking. Now the resume probably say this. Do we got any names on his resume?
Nah, but he did just knock out a 17-0 guy in his last fight.
Yeah, man. Them guys are they related to all the opponents. But let me see. But I think that's gonna be. I think 130 gonna be fire. But for the fight this weekend, man. I don't know, man. Like I said, having DAZN, being one of them guys that watch a bunch of boxing, sometimes with the UK guys, with the European guys, I do get a little annoyed because it seemed like I might see a fight from a guy and then he look like a fucking world beater, bro. And then the next fight, he don't want to throw his hands, right? And so like it's so like their performances are so erratic over there. It's kind of hard to get a beat on some of these guys. Now, I will say that Joe Cordina is one of the few guys, in my opinion, that has been very consistent in his performances, bro. Like Joe Cordina, he's cracking for sure. Like he's cracking. Like that's not a question. Like if he's cracking or not. Joe Cordina is cracking, and this dude, Vasquez, who's most known for his controversial loss to Ray Ford. Now, just to add a little context, I know I interviewed Ray Ford. If you saw that interview, Ray Ford had an issue at the airport. All his things got lost, like his fucking trunks, his gloves, everything. He had to fight in fucking extra large set of title, an extra large set of title shorts and a borrowed cup and some other gloves and shit like that. Like that was a horrible, I guess, fight week or whatever you want to call it. They lost all his shit at the airport and shit like that. But I'm not making no excuses for the guy. It was a tough fight. Vasquez lost, but that was at featherweight. So you got a guy, you taking him overseas. He's a featherweight, and not only was he a featherweight, he was 15-1 and with only 3 knockouts. Fighting somebody like Joe Cordina, I just feel like it's only going to be a matter. Like if you don't got stopping power or power that's really going to make Cordina think, I don't think that he just going to be able to straight outbox Joe Cordina. No way. I've been looking at tape on this Vasquez guy. I like him, but he slap a lot of his punches and shit like that. I just think that once Cordina is able to catch up to him, or whatever he got going on, Cordina is gonna flatten this guy. I don't think there's no way that fight go 12, man. Unless again, I've seen worse, but unless Cordina showed me something different than he been showing me, I don't think there's no way that fight go 12. I think he's gonna knock this guy out. No question. How you feel about that, bro?
I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen this dude fight, so like me giving you an opinion would just be me talking off the cuff. But me knowing Joe Cordina and how good he is, and he almost fights in an American style. I don't know if you get that vibe too. Like he kind of shoulder rolls every now and then.
Yeah.
And he's good on his feet, and I just really like him. And I see if for you to beat him, you have to be a really good fighter. Like yeah, my bro.
He is what they thought Josh Kelly was gonna be. A Team GB fighter, so he was an Olympian. So it's not like this guy just whatever. Team GB guy. Fucking. I mean, like the guy can fight, bro. I think he is what they thought Josh Kelly was going to be. You know, Josh Kelly just was doing a little bit too much, a lot of showboating in the ring and shit like that. And Cordina is a no frills guy. He's a boxer. He's gonna set traps and very good at very sneaky. Very sneaky. Even in the Ogawa fight, man, he was setting up that stab to the body, setting up that stab to the body, setting up that stab to the body, and then came over top, smoked him. You know what? Funny too, similar to like what Inoue did to Fulton. You know what I mean? Set up that stab, you feint up top, straight right hand or overhand right. You're out of there, buddy. You're out of there, bucko. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think Cordina a little creative. Even in the Rockamall fight, Rockamall southpaw. If you notice, he was the way he was punching and get the angle. He stepped around Rockamall. Rockamall went to go pick his head back up. Boom, dropped his ass. Very smart fighter, bro. He did like I think there's guys that just know how to fight. That's just like for example, you got guys like Ammo Williams, for example. I think Ammo Williams is just an athletic guy who can fight, right? So I don't think Ammo Williams is in the ring like setting up too many traps and shit. He's just in there trying to catch you with a good shot. And if he catch you, he's probably going to catch you and you're going to be out of there. But Joe Cordina is a thinker. He got real ring IQ, kind of know what he's doing in there. You know what I'm saying? Very good defense and shit like that. So I really want to see him and O'Shaquie Foster fight, man. That's the one I really want to see.
They on the same side of the street. They on the
well,
same
hopefully
side.
we don't know. We don't know if Shock is gonna sign with the zone. Because if I'm Shock as fuck y'all, because you put me in Mexico in this 16x16 ring, gave this dude all the advantages, was gonna fuck me on the scorecards, and I had to knock this motherfucker out in the 12th round to leave my belt. So he barely escaped. You know what I mean? And if he would have lost that shit, they wasn't signing him. They was gonna send him to the fucking gulag. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he got the win, and right after, the name he mentioned was Joe Cordina.
Okay, so let's hope we could get that, you know. And if you again, for those that's here, first of all, make sure y'all like on the video. Go ahead, throw a comment. I see my girl Crystal in there. Mr. True Crystal, was good with you. But yeah, make sure y'all like on the video. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all subscribe. If y'all want to send a super chat, I could go ahead and send that chicken through. Truth, appreciate that. But yeah, if you follow me on Twitter, you know I've been starting up shit with them guys for a minute. I got a couple little interactions between Joe Cordina and Shock Foster in my mentions, man. So this is a fight that I've been wanting to see for a minute, but we just gotta see, man. We'll see. I think both of these guys want to fight. I think that'd be a hell of a fight to have. Take it over there in England. Let them guys get right, man. Let them guys get right. I don't want to harp on that too much. What I want to talk about right now, Broadway, a guy you've interviewed before. And that's kind of he got a fight this weekend, but the shit been kind of going a little under the radar, and that's Raymond Morataya, man. Raymond Morataya is fighting Diego Torres, man. For those that don't remember, I forgot which card. I know which card. I know it was a Williams Zepeda card. I forgot who Zepeda was fighting. What was it? I'm trying to think. Was that the Alvarado card?
No, I think that was the. I know who you're talking about. I think that was the Munguia Demetrius.
Yeah. That one. And that motherfucker Diego Torres went to war war with somebody, like went to war, like in like a 10-rounder or 8-rounder. But and the dude he went to war with had like a upside down record kind of too, like, you know what I'm saying? But Diego Torres, I think he like 19-0, like 19. He got a lot of knockouts, bro. But I think Raymond Moratai is a cut above. I think he's a level above right now. I think Raymond Moratai is one of them guys that's really thirsty for a big fight. He really ready to take on some more action. And I don't think it's too many guys in and around Raymond Moratai level that's really fucking with him. So until we see Moratai step up with a real name, I'm talking about with a Shakur or with one of them other guys that's very competitive at 35, one of them top 35 guys. Let me see. I got this joint up here anyway. The rankings. Let me see. Let me look up here right quick. Yeah, shit. Even the Ring magazine, they got Moratai at number 10, and that's nasty work because they got fucking Maxie Hughes in front of him. You know what I'm saying? So I think Moratai ready, man. I think he ready. I think he gonna fight Diego Torres, and after he fight Torres, they might throw a Maxie Hughes at him. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody like that. But yeah, I think Moratai is the fucking goods, and I think he ready. I think he's gonna put a hell of a performance on this weekend. What you think, Broadway?
Nah, shit, you don't got you don't got to convince me, man. You know I've been riding this Moratai train for a minute, man. This dude is nice. I just love his skills, his mentality in the ring. Very, very how do I say? Just smooth. He's like a smooth operator.
Yeah.
Every now and then he does get a hit just a tad bit more than I would like him to, but he's coming up. So I'm not going it's not at an alarming rate where I'm like, fuck, like this dude is bound to get knocked out. But I do want to see him clean that up a little bit. But man, the guy got skills, and he's told me he sparred Lomachenko and Devin Haney and Mikey Garcia before. Like, that's experience. Like, people think like experience is what you do in the amateurs and what you do in the pros. It's like, nah, it's also sparring. If you telling me you sparring Lomachenko, a 2-time gold medalist, 3-division champion, Devin Haney, a undisputed champion, and Mikey Garcia, who I believe is a 4-division world champion.
Four.
So I'm like, listen, you got that kind of experience under your belt. Plus, that's not to mention Jose Ramirez, a bunch of guys. He named like a fucking all-star team of people he sparred on my channel, and he got Robert Garcia in the corner. It's like I gave him Prospect of the Year last year. I'm very high on him. I am ecstatic to see him. This is how I know boxing is. I'm too much of a hardcore when I'm fucking ecstatic to see some guy who's deep down in the undercard fighting some guy nobody knows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, man, but this is the game I love, man, and I like me some Moratai, man. He's a really, really good fighter.
Now, I think it's funny, man, what they're doing with these rankings, because in the WBO, which we know is whatever Bob orders, Keyshawn is, as of September 21st, which means that these they need to be updated because we're in November now. But as of November 21st, September 21st, and this might be different right now. I might, but either way, my point was, as of September 21st, 23, Keyshawn was ranked number 8 and Moratai was number 9. I'm sure that those guys over at Top Rank, it would skip Moratai over Davis and probably, maybe let him get a shot at Shakur or some shit, or one of these guys. But man, I don't know why my spirit is dragging me here, Broadway. I got a feeling that the next opponent for Moratai might be Jermaine Ortiz, man. I don't know why that fight is like swirling in my head, man, for some reason. But I think Jermaine Ortiz might be next on the dining plate for Raymond Moratai, man. I think that one's gonna get bad too. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Jermaine Ortiz can make 140 anymore, but
135,
I mean 135, my bad. I don't think he can make 135 anymore. I think he's moving up to 40. His last fight was at 40.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, man. Shout out to my man Juice. My man Juice said, salute A-Side, panel, and chat. Was good, my boy. How you feeling, Juice? But said more, and he also said Moratai the real deal. Nah, he is, man. He is.
Yeah, man. He's somebody I want to see stepped up already. I want to see him in a fight where I'm picking Moritaya, other people picking the other guy, and then other people pick. Like, I want to see him in a maybe not 50-50 fight, but in a 60-40 fight, in a tough fucking fight. I can't think of somebody off the top of my head, but
We
if
talking about
Jermaine
Moritaya or
Moritaya, yeah. If Moritaya was like, if Jermaine Ortiz was still at 35, that is a fight I would like to see him in.
yeah.
I know he's on the other side of the street, but I would love to see him fight Frank Martin or Isaac Cruz, or like, I would love to see him fight somebody like of that caliber. But some of the names I mentioned are not on his side of the street.
Yeah, no,
But
facts.
I want to see him in tough. I think this fight will show us a lot, because this guy's gonna come to fucking brawl, and we're gonna see how Moritaya handles that. And if he could get this guy out of there, I mean, you can't keep matching this guy soft, because he's gonna blow everybody out. You got to throw him in with the wolves, man.
You have to. Exactly. No, you have to.
Let me look at BoxRec real quick.
Hey, hey, listen, man, don't worry about it. I'm already there, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to. I did what you just said, and I had to go ahead and create an account. But we here now. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, him against Zepeda would be fun.
Yeah, I think him versus Zepeda would be fun. But you gotta look at it. That guy Diego Torres is probably wait, these are all Americans. That guy Diego Torres is somewhere. Damn. All locations. That dude Diego Torres is somewhere all the way down there. So if you look at Top Rank, I think they would probably look to give him somebody in the top 50. I just seen Miguel Berchelt fighting. I don't want to see. I mean, he had a fight on the You know what? I could see them trying to bring in a guy like Adorno. I think that would make sense. A Jezreel Corrales or somebody like that, or even give him a Nair Albright. The guy that just fought what's this guy name?
Keyshawn.
Yeah, Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I want to see him match tougher than that. I mean, if you build in the Keyshawn fight, then yeah, that is a good fight. But I want to see him in tougher. I want to see him against like some of the names I mentioned, like a George Kambosos, a Maxie Hughes, a Pitbull, a Frank Martin. Names like that. Zepeda,
you want him in. You want him in there with top 10, top 15 competition. You ready for that now?
Yeah. I think his last performance against Nakatiria, where he stopped him in 2 rounds, was very impressive. And now he's fighting this tough, rugged guy. Let's see how he looks. But hey, let's see how he looks, and then from there, I want to see him in against a top 15, top 20. I want to see him in there with somebody who people will be predicting upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, where it's not everybody. Like right now, everybody's picking Moritaya to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? It will be a huge upset if he lost.
And this Diego Torres guy, he fighting somebody that's excuse me, he this dude is 18-0, 17 knockouts. So he not a slouch. But see, one thing that I want to say about like Moritaya for real is he ain't young either. I mean, I guess young, but Moritaya 26.
That's what I'm saying. We can't keep babying them.
Yeah. It's time to fight, man. It's definitely time to fight. It's definitely time for him to
you either got the goods or you don't. At 26, you either got it or you don't, bro. You're not gonna get much better from 26 to 28. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you might fuck around, get worse.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
you're right.
Let's see what you got, brother. Let's see what you got.
I think that's gonna be a good scrap that they got on there. Let me see. I want to see what other fights they got on that, because I wasn't really, and I think I don't know, even gambling wise too, bro. I'm staying away from this FA and Joseph Goodall fight, man. I'm staying away from that one, man.
You know what fight happening tomorrow intrigues me, and I think should intrigue the public too, is Henry LeBron versus William Foster.
Yeah.
Henry LeBron. If a lot of people don't know, William Foster is the only guy to beat Edwin De Los Santos. So Edwin De Los Santos is you know, in my opinion, one of the best lightweights in the world. You know, some people may disagree. That's fine. And he's the only person on earth right now that can say he beat him. You know what
for
I'm
for
saying? And
for 13 more days.
that's a topic for another day. But you know, Henry LeBron is somebody who's being hyped up by the Puerto Ricans, saying, you know, he's probably one of their best fighters
Yeah.
and best prospects, excuse me. And now he has an opportunity to beat somebody who beat a top contender. So let's see what he got. Let's see what he got.
Okay.
And when I say that, let's see what it got, I'm saying that from both fighters. I'm saying that from Henry LeBron. Are you really this prospect people saying you are? And
Yup.
I'm saying that from William Foster. Is that, you know, Edwin De Los Santos win a fluke? You know,
See, man. You know what I don't like about this fight, Broadway? I just saw William Foster. Like, yo, bro, it feel like it was like 2 weeks ago. I
yeah, it was on
just saw
Pro
William,
Box.
yeah, in a tough ass fight, bro. Like, he didn't
Yeah.
fucking walk that guy. He didn't walk that guy down and just
Yeah.
beat him up. Am I tripping? That was a tough fight, right?
It was a lot tougher than it should have been. Listen, I like when people bring up the William Foster loss, the first thing I say is, did you watch the fight? And if they tell me, yeah, I fucking quizzed them. I'm like, okay, what happened in the fight? I literally did that on a Boxing Gems panel. Some guy was, because I was saying how, you know, my man Edwin's gonna win against Shakur, and he was like, oh well, if William Foster beat him, you know, how could you? I'm like, okay, well, did you watch the fight? He goes, yeah, I watched the fight. I was like, okay, what happened? And he was tiptoeing. No, you tell me what happened. I was like, no. You just said you watched the fight, and I want to know if you know what happened. And nobody could ever answer because nobody watched the fight. It was on a fucking
Yeah.
show box. It was, I remember, if I'm not mistaken, it was January like 7th. So, you know, it's right after the holidays. Not everybody's by their TV. And honestly, Showbox in general always had terrible ratings. So I know a lot of people didn't see that fight. And what happened in that fight was Edwin gassed out. But Edwin, the
Yeah.
first 2 rounds, Edwin beat the fuck out of him. Beat the shit out of him, but he just gassed out. And he lost that fight legit. Like, it was a legit loss. I'm not here saying he got robbed or anything like that. I wouldn't do no fuck shit like that.
Yeah.
But you know, there's only so, like, you can't count on, you know, gassing out. So we'll see. Because I'm not that high on Henry LeBron. So I was at one point until I saw him fight Luis LeBron, and Luis LeBron really beat him up. Like, LeBron won the fight, but he got hands put on him though.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy Luis LeBron, he ain't nothing. Like, he's not even like a fucking Gabe Rosado where he's like, nah, that's a tough journeyman. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't even that. So
I think I don't know, man. I think William Foster's a favorite in this fight, yo. If you looking on
He
like
is.
see.
Yeah.
You gonna
But the thing
see.
is, I'm not high on either of them. That's why I'm not touching it. I don't know who's gonna win.
Well, I don't think I think William Foster could maybe get some more exposure. Maybe he could get, you know, but I think he's been looking okay. I mean, on that Pro Box fight, he did get a stoppage, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just kind of quick. Like I said, with that shit was what September 6th. Bro, that
So
shit was even a month
saying-
ago, bro. That
saying
shit wasn't even a whole month. I'm surprised he didn't get suspended. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I guess when you win, you don't have to get suspended when you win. And truthfully, he ain't take that much punishment. Shit, the way the scorecard was looking before he got the stoppage, he was kicking ass anyway. So hey, whatever. I don't know, man. Hey, listen. You like it, I love it, man. I think William Foster I think he's gonna take care of business though. But yeah, you know what I wanted to say? Well, this the shit I had wanted to talk about, man. Let me see. This was kind of crazy. I know you said you gotta go, but I definitely want to get your opinion about this, my boy, before you slide out. Let me see. Hold up, present. Shit. There we go. What you think about this, Broadway? Netflix reportedly exploring live shows featuring PBC Jake Paul, bro. I think that shit is crazy, bro. Netflix?
You know what's funny? I was on the phone today with I'll just say a boxing person.
Okay.
And this person hates PBC and Al Heyman like with a passion. And one things they told me was like, boxing's in a bad place, and I was like, well, if Amazon Prime gets involved, like I was excited about Amazon Prime, like that was the rumors that was swirling.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
listen, I'm excited about it. So if that happens, I'm not looking at Showtime League. Well, I'm still looking at it as an L because I like Showtime, and I like the people at Showtime. People at Showtime always showed me love. So
For sure. Shout out to my man KB, man. K fucking B. Shout out to KB.
I mean, he doesn't work for Showtime, but I hear you.
I mean, yeah. PBC got PBC, my bad.
Yeah. So he told me, nah, but nobody really uses Amazon Prime. Some people who have Amazon Prime, they just use it for the delivery service. He told me the only way that I would respect it, Al Heyman and PBC, is if they got on Netflix. So that's never gonna happen. This was earlier this morning, and
That's
then
crazy.
this drops, and I just texted him, but he didn't even respond. But I'm like, yo, can you fucking imagine, bro? I mean, the only thing is it says reportedly exploring. It's not like, oh, they signed the deal. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up too much, but man, this is big news if it happens.
Hey, what I'm and listen, I may be again, truth's mine, right? I could be on an island of my own, bro. But I think, like, regardless of what happened, PBC either they gotta do something different too, man. They gotta do something different, like their YouTube channel and shit like that. Like, I would love to see, like, let me see who's the PBC fighter. All right, let's who the fuck? Who I like on PBC? Like, okay, my man Michael Angeletti, right? You know that's my guy, right?
Yes.
118 pounder. I would love for PBC to go send a fucking, a young camera crew of 2 or 3 people down there with him for a week. Catch him with his family, catch him with his life, catch him training, see what he does on a day in, day out basis, get a little background information on him, and put that on display for whoever's willing to watch on YouTube. Like, we have to start the same way they do with wrestling, with backstories and building fighters and building their opponents and creating fucking heels and creating the good guys and shit like that. We gotta start getting the general fans interested in fucking in boxing. Like no funny shit. Like, even with a guy like Tank Davis, right? Yes, Tank is fucking exciting, right? But part of the allure of the Tank, even with the females, bro, beyond the boxing, the motherfucker look like a rapper. Like, he got that draw. Like, you know what I mean? If you see Tank and you don't say nothing and you don't know boxing, you like, oh, that guy's a rapper or he's a star or something. Like, it's something about that guy. Like, he got that quality, right? But I think that sometimes that quality, depending on the people around you, you could be drawn. Like, maybe Floyd drew people to this guy. But at the same time, I believe that we can manufacture a liking for certain individuals with enough push. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see PBC like start putting some of these fighters out in the front, start pushing these guys in places, or again, even if it's just a camera crew, getting this guy some sparring, getting some footage around here, moving him around. You know what I mean? Little shit, bro. We got to be able to see these guys, man, so that this shit could take off and boxing could get back to the prominence and being on the fucking regular TV screen, bro. Like, I love the apps, I love shit like that, but I would love to turn on NBC and watch boxing, bro. I would love to turn on fucking Fox, just like we turn on Fox for the football game Saturday, Sunday. I would love to turn on Fox Sunday night and watch boxing, Saturday night and watch boxing.
I mean, they had it for a while, but I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Again, it's like is that again, and excuse me if I'm misspeaking, but it's that lazy motto of here you guys have a budget and this budget is allows you to put this fight on, right? So it's like, well, we could sell these fighters, but we already got this kind of budget and they're gonna make what they're gonna make, and we're gonna take what we're gonna take. So fuck it, we'll just put the fight on. I don't like that model, man. I don't like that model at all. I want to see these fighters. Like, I want to know who the fuck these guys are. I would love a backstory. Go ahead.
You know what's an idea I had, and it is, you know, but I never pitched it to nobody just because, you know, I guess nobody asked me, and two, I never really had the conversation with anybody. But if I was Top Rank, PBC, Matchroom, whatever, on my YouTube channel, I will have a series called whatever, you know, PBC, you know, I don't know, PBC Fighters of Today or some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe I could come up with a better name, but this is just me thinking off the cuff. But where you have a show where you tell these guys, hey, listen, today you're gonna go shopping and we're gonna follow you around and you let us know. And the next day, yo, you know, let's say you got 3 fighters from DC. All right, we're gonna go to this charity event. We're gonna record you guys, get, you know, handing out turkeys or whatever. All right, the next time, you know, we record fucking this guy fishing and his process of fishing, or this guy going to his brother's high school's basketball game and his brother may be, you know, ranked number 8 in America or something like that, where it don't gotta be so specific to one fighter. It's called the PBC show, hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
And every Wednesday, an episode comes out with a different fighter, and you can group these fighters by region. So let's just say, you know, you got 4 fighters from Cali, from the LA area. You have, or even if they don't know each other, you have all 4 of them go do golf together and see, or go to a batting cage, and you record that. That's content people like.
Yeah.
And you get them talking in front of the camera and shit like that. And this is something inexpensive. This isn't even something like where it's like, damn, we don't got the budget for that. This is something where you could pay a camera crew probably $1,000 a week. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a lot of different ideas, but I hope one of these joints get across the line. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about it. We here. The Nobody 99 too. We said off topic. What are y'all thoughts about Felix Verdejo getting life in prison?
Good.
Yeah, man. Listen, you again, you know what, Broadway? What I want to start doing too, bro, besides this boxing shit, like I want to have like a forum where it's just men being men, bro. Men having men conversations and shit like that. As women, if y'all want to listen, y'all welcome to come along. But these is men having men conversations, man. And like this shit, like at some point in time, man, you gotta face the fucking music, man. Like you in a situation where you got a wife, or you got a whatever you got going on, and you get this girl pregnant, and the girl tell you she going, like, you got to man the fuck up, man. You got to man up, bro. Like, again, I don't know too much of the deep only way everybody else know, but that's nasty work, bro. That's nasty work. Like, as a man, you cannot run from your problems, bro. Your biggest fears become reality, dog. Anything you fear, sooner or later, that shit is gonna become your reality, bro. You gotta face shit head on, my guy. You feel me? I hate this. Just like me and you talk on a personal level, bro. You know, I get from Broadway. I don't like fake people, bro. You gotta be who you are. You gotta be the man that you supposed to be. When shit get difficult, you gotta stand the fuck up, bro. These niggas, you killing bitch. Excuse my language, but you killing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you bugging the fuck out. You bugging out, bro. Like, what's on your mind, bro, to go that far? This bitch got a baby by me. I can't tell my girl. Oh my God. Like, bro, how much child support you think she gonna get? The fuck is wrong with you, dickhead? Like, that motherfucker deserve to be where he at, yo, for sure. He's a clown. He's a fucking asshat. That's crazy, bro. I never understand shit like that, bro. Like, I know I'm kind of going off, but it's like, bro, one thing about me, like, I make peace with my situations beforehand. Like, if I'm doing something that I may or may not supposed to be doing, bro, I done made peace with the situation already, and I'm knowing that, okay, yeah, I did this. So it's a couple different things that could happen from me doing this. But I'm the type of man that I'm gonna accept the consequences beforehand for what I'm doing, vice trying to fucking do some off the wall, unsturdy shit on the back end. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy, man. That motherfucker Felix Verdejo, man. Sheesh.
Talk about making
Yeah,
a
bro.
little problem big. Big.
Fucking idiot, bro. And the crazy thing about it is like it don't be like, I mean, I guess it is what you do that matter. Like what he did, that fucking matters, what you did. But beyond what you did, right? Like like you thought you was gonna get away with that? Like, what the fuck show? Like, how many episodes of CSI Miami did you watch to think that you about to do this shit to this girl and nobody's gonna know? Bro, like, what the fuck is you watching? Bro, this shit ain't no movie, nigga. This
Yo,
ain't no.
some of these dudes are in boxing for a reason. Some of these dudes really have no fucking brain in they head. And if they weren't fighting, there'll be a fucking bum in the street. And he looks like one of them
Bro,
just by how he fucking reacted. This guy's a fucking animal.
bro, you know what I tell you, bro? I tell you the same shit all the time when we talk on a personal level, bro. And this is for everybody, believe it or not. I don't really care. Most people are bad people. I listen, I'm sorry, but I truly, in my heart, bro, I believe that. Most people is fucked up people. They just don't got enough money to tell you how they really feel about you. Most people are humble, not because of the inner, that's they inner workers and that's who they are. Most people is humble because they circumstance. Most motherfuckers, if they had the dough, they wouldn't even associate with you. Most motherfuckers, if they had their way in life, they wouldn't even deal with you. Not only they'll probably fucking give you their ass to kiss. It's the money or it's the opportunity that start to reveal people to who they really are. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, you got money and you changed. No, that nigga got money and became who he really wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe that, bro. Most people are people that's just not in a situation to tell you how they really feel. Most motherfuckers will fuck you over. Most people will do you wrong. Most people don't have that let me do the right thing attitude. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Felix Verdejo, man. I hope somebody got that nigga in the headlock right now.
Word, man. I got no sympathy, no nothing for that man. Like, fuck him. He's an animal. That poor lady did not deserve that.
Word.
I don't care
Crazy,
what
bro.
he said. If she said, I'm gonna take all your money, I'm gonna put you on child support, I'm gonna, you know, every time you get a check, I'm gonna take it from you.
Yeah.
I don't care what she said, bro. She did not
Right.
deserve that, and neither did your baby. Because as much as you want to fucking think about how much money she was gonna take from you, that was still your fucking baby in there.
Yeah. That's
This piece of fucking shit. Excuse my language, but this is a sensitive topic, and I'm getting passionate. That baby was yours, man, and you failed as a man, as a father, as a person, as a citizen, as a civilian, as a boxer. You failed at everything in life when you chose to take that woman's life, man.
word up.
And that baby. Like, I'm not going to discount the baby either. You took that baby's life and her life, all because you were scared of facing the consequences of a man and letting your wife know you cheated on her. And whatever was going to happen was going to happen. Your wife was going to take half. You were going to get put on child support, but you put yourself in that position. And you didn't let things play out. Things probably could have played out a lot better than you thought.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? She might have had a
Word.
miscarriage. Who knows? She might have later on decided to get an abortion. Who knows? in 2 years, you might have your wife might have ended up leaving you. You might have ended up with this one and now started a new family with your side chick. You don't know what you did. Anything could have happened. You just
Word.
you decided to play fucking God and take a woman's life for money because
Yeah.
she was gonna take your money and you didn't want that. You're a
Word.
piece of garbage, bro. You are a piece of human garbage, and I'm glad I'm glad he got a life sentence. I'm glad he'll never ever ever have his freedom because he doesn't deserve his freedom. And this is a shameful. Man, it's just disgusting, bro. I'll be honest with you. You killing women, bro. Women,
Yeah, that's crazy.
babies.
That's
Oh
crazy.
man, that's terrible. And me as a father, bro, knowing that a baby was in there and it was your baby and you killed her, it just is sickening. It's disgusting. And honestly, Felix Verdejo could spend every single second he got left on this earth in that jail cell, and I wouldn't give two shits about it.
But that's nasty work because like Crystal said, his stay in jail is sponsored by the United States citizen, the United States taxpaying citizen.
So what you saying? They should
Get him out of there, man. What are you talking about?
I'm
Get
not.
him out of there.
Listen,
Put that nigga in a box. Hey, put that nigga in a trash dump on the way to the moon, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when the next satellite set off in the moon, just pack that nigga in the bottom, and then when they open a satellite, just let his body fall into outer space.
Yo, bro, I'll be honest with you. I
Fuck
wouldn't mind.
Yo, you know what I'm saying, man? Put the strap a rocket to that nigga back, bro. Get him out of here.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and disagree with you. This crime it's to that level where it's to that level where a death penalty should have been on the table.
Yeah, nah.
It's that's a sick human. And you know what's crazy? He didn't even come across as a bad guy. Like, he actually came across as like a good, cheeky little kid, always smiling.
Word.
And he never. I mean, not who the fuck gives you a vibe that they'll do that? But you know what I'm saying. He never gave me a vibe of a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. And he was one of the worst people I've ever seen. You know what's funny? I actually met him before. It was like his second or third pro fight.
Yeah.
And I met him in the Hulu theater, and ironically, he was with a girl at the time. I don't know if that was his wife or his girlfriend or the same one from this time. But yeah, I met that piece of garbage once.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, man, you know, hey, it is what it is, man. That's rough, man. That shit is rough. But nah, man, you know, hey, man, got some fights this weekend. I want to go live. I think I might go live after something, man. I don't know what, man. I might fuck around, go live after the Cordina fight. You know what? I am going live after the Cordina fight. Tomorrow, I will be live after the Cordina fight. I'm gonna get the thumbnail put out tonight. Just got a lot of work, man. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? That's what a man is put on this earth to do. We put here to work. We here to work, man. So we gonna get some shit popping. But listen, man, we've been live for like an hour and a half, man. I gotta wake up early. I got AAU volleyball tryouts for my oldest daughter. My son got a playoff football tackle game. And it's no difference between fucking Wednesday morning and Saturday morning for me. You know what I mean? Everything is bright and early. Everything is we up and at 'em. You know what I mean? So I will have some coffee in my system, but we going live for Joe Cordina fight tomorrow, man. Bro, I appreciate you for joining me, my boy. Anything you want to plug?
Nah, I just want to plug that, I said I was gonna only be here a short time. I ended up finishing the show with you.
Word. I hear you, but you working though. I heard the drill. I hear you drilling shit, bro.
You hear me? You hear me?
Putting pictures up or something, man. I heard you, man.
Nah, man. I just moved into a new apartment, and I got. Oh, hold on, my bad. I got a phone call. I just moved into a new apartment, so I'm drilling stuff in here. But nah, man, I'm not gonna be going live for a little bit since I'm setting up
spot.
I'm setting up the spot. But once I'm up and running, I'll get this shit popping. But subscribe to my channel, Broadway Joel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Broadway Joel.
Bro, and again, I don't know for anybody that's watching, if you see this today, tomorrow, tonight, whatever, I will be in the fights at the in DC tomorrow. Jordan White headlining the show, along with on the bill is a couple of Andrew Council fighters, Dwayne, I think his name Holmes, Stephon Hobbs, a couple guys, man. So yeah, man, it should be some. I know it's gonna be some DC fighters in the building. I mean, you might catch me with your favorite fighter tomorrow and shit like that. But hey, man, if y'all see me, man, pull up, man. You know it's A-Side, man. We here, man. I'm rocking out. Y'all know what's going on, man. But yeah, appreciate it, Broadway. My guy, forever. You know what I mean? You know how we do it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream, man. I appreciate you for rocking with me, bro.
Anytime, my man. I'll see you.
Facts. Well.